glitches. Like, people get a paycheck and stuff is just broke. So broken, it's so broken, things are so broken. Stuff is so broken. We could fix stuff. Stuff can be fixed. Just stop focusing so much on the out there's. Hello, is anybody out there? I'm such a hypocrite. Hey, okay, hey. Don't listen to anything I say. Do the opposite of what I do. Yeah. Less laundry. What kind of yammerings do we want to do today? Nikki Costa. Is Nikki Costa touring again 25 years later from that one song that they did? I'm going to see if there's a Nikki Costa tour. Nikki Costa. '53, June 4th. Two years older than me. Sugar McQueen Stanley. That's her name, is her man. He just had the zoomies. He's chilling. He says, don't you bother me, I'm not in a mood about it. People keep talking about aggression and people fighting and stuff. I swear, man. Stop telling people how they're supposed to feel. It don't help nothing. Everywhere I go, I hear about how mad people are. Aries. You got any Aries placements? Look out. My whole life people have been telling me. What's up? That I'm supposed to be acting some kind of way, and I never felt like acting that way. They just making up stuff as they go along. Where I live, they had a live active shooter in Taos Plaza. The suspect is still at large. You mean all those agency, all those people got a paycheck and there's still some kind of ooga booga threat out there? That's so weird. Taos is trying to be like everybody else. Live active shooter. My first live active shooter was, I was on my way back to work at lunch. No, actually, it was 9/11. That was like the first time a threat was imposed from over there that made us believe that we are under attack. America's been a big fat liar. And people are starting to figure it out. See, the stupid cousins, they're not as stupid as they like to play they are on TV. The cousins know. The cousins know what they do in the jail cells. The cousins know because the cousins went to high school with these punks and they just, move up in the ranks of society. So the cousins know who the good guys and the bad guys are. Cousins know, like the house, the streets you don't go down because you might not come back. Every local and every community knows. I've moved around a lot. I've seen a lot of communities. I've been the outsider going, man, this is the stuff that is allowed? This is the stuff that... This is the sum of all parts? This is what makes this... Tigers? When most of the kids can't spell tigers. It's really sad. They need to start caring more about brains. Again. And being physical fit. Yeah. Too many video games makes people, their brains go mushy mush. And all they want to do is go to car shows and eat green and red chilies. And, well, the young people in this community deserve a lot better than that, because they have so many more talents. They have so many more skills. They just aren't recognized by the people that are important. So they don't get their chance either. It's every community. It's every single one where they spend $11.8 million on bullshit like a maintenance facility for the blue buses. You know how lame that is? You know how stupid that is? When there's people in the community that they don't know where to go to fill out the application, to be like, hey, state, I need my help because some guy ripped me off, a construction man, and now my gas doesn't work and I don't have heat for my grandkids. Because there's a lot of people, grandmas, that are raising their grandkids in this community. And they're not the trashy ones. Not like the ones that I had neighbors next to. No, there's a lot of really good people in this community. They're just oversought by the fucking Melinda Gonzalez's, all the little freaking shit stains, the Mikey Gonzalez's. That resources are drained because these people freaking steal from their neighbors, their community. They steal from everybody. Everybody has to freaking ream the effect of the scumbag like Mikey Gonzalez, a fucking Arroyo Hondo. You sit up. You shift gears. Hold on. Let me get your Kleenex. It's right here. Here, I got you. You gotta spit that out. Blow. Let it come out. Got it? Here. Got it? There's lots of people that are tormented by just generational nastiness. And these are the things that has to go away. People have to frickin'... I'm so tired of it, because it's each community. People so worried about out there, things that are going on out there, and they don't realize, dude, you got problems under your own roof. When society is largely intoxicated, we're not gonna live in environments that are healthy. I don't care if people tell themselves all day long, it's okay, I'm a wine drinker. It's all natural, understand? See? Society is crumbling because people do weird things under altered states. I can't even do Alka-Seltzer anymore. I tried to do an Alka-Seltzer. I was like, woo! I could do flour occasionally sometimes. Caffeine. Nope. It's like the vessel knows if it's not good for you and your body doesn't want it, it's not clean, you probably shouldn't be eating it. I've been living like a glutton because I eat my feelings for a long time. Here and there. In moderation. My glutton meal, I got one in the fridge right now. Bangers and mash from Sid's. Okay? But it used to be, I used to get a bag of those Reese's little mini cups, and I'd sit on my roof, and I'd eat the whole bag until I was sick. Because food would make me feel better. But the older you get, if your body works enough, you gotta keep moving your body. Because one day, you're gonna get down and you're never gonna get up ever again. Thank you. That's very nice to say. I haven't been complimented on my looks very much in life. I've been a uggo. But I got my mom's face. Mom's getting old. It's weird. Love the ones you got while you got them. Treat them like you love them, and then when they're gone, you don't have to feel bad about not doing those loving things. Mom was born in Cuesta. I'm so in your face about her because they put her in an orphanage. So she didn't get all the privileges of being born and raised to Crescelia Cisneros. She didn't get her own burger. And Mom's brilliant. Like, Mom made, coffee. It's small town medium brew from Sid's out of my Aries cup. They're gonna keep saying that people should be mad about stuff. Just have a cup of coffee with people. Don't get mad about shit. It's how they stroke the economy. This is the second cup of coffee I had. I haven't had a cup of coffee this in like a week. I have been sick. I've been degaussing. I'm old. So my birthday's coming up. So I'm clearing all the wreckage of the old thought processes and ways I used to act. I don't eat a lot of crap food. The only local food I eat is chili cheese dogs, really. I'm down to chili cheese dogs. And then whatever variety Sid's has. I'm getting pretty finicky. See, they don't have Cisco trucks. That's why I like Sid's. They got Keefe Enterprise, and I've looked up them. They're like a cooperative, so I wonder. I've looked up the board. Like, I investigate shit. It's my Scorpio moon, and my history tells the truth about how I see things. And people are starting to figure out America's been a big fat liar. In 2003, I was on Crete when we bombed Iraq. I need to make that a background. The panorama. This is the hotel I stayed in. Hotel in Hanya. I learned a lot about the industrial military complex. I don't even know what that means anymore. Do I have a driver's license? Lepos Panorama Hotel. This is where I got to stay when we bombed Iraq. America just says, there's a threat. We gotta go over there. And they fucking put good people like me in harm's way. And so many other people, because most people, they don't get it. Like, what's a military engagement? It's a bunch of people sitting around in the desert. That's mostly what it is. What do you think in the mass scale? Like, if people looked up the Operation Iraqi bullshit kickoff on March 20th that I was a part of, and the joint task, because it was predominantly large craft, bombs, Humvees. They had 550 Marines that went in and did the gross shit that dudes do when they go to war. You gotta put it someplace because they're men and they're menning, and this is all the things that men do, and it's just such a gross thing, the mentality of what they invite to be a part of their come kill groups. And then they tell us it's for the good of what? Democracy and freedom? Are those the words that they use? Freedom and democracy? And then they come back here and then they feel bad for fucking doing stupid gross shit that nobody told them to do. But they did it. Then they feel bad. Isn't it funny that this is what America is based on? I think it's funny that people have parades about this and drive Humvees and Jeeps because MASH was a TV show. I think it's funny that the United States of America is built on butt stuff. I think that is fucking hilarious. Not me though, because I'm a prude. See, I would never participate in their reindeer games, so I just fully talk shit about every single one of them that wanted me to go along to get along, and boy, am I so glad I never did. Like, astrologers aren't even encouraging people at this point to rise above their own potentials of who they are to be something different. Just, keep doing what you always done and stay in them cycles and pay us $500 for our readings and we'll just tell you how things are. I'm more accurate than any of those fuzzballs, those succulents. People that travel around, look, you know what, it's so funny, dude. I can't wait till fucking plumbing or something shitty happens in Sedona. Where a bunch of self-important people have to fucking endure this stink. Endure the stink in the towns of which their important people make. I have walked amongst giants. They take up more time in the bathroom. Everything's a show. I got buttons. I was talking to my buddy. He has an actual account, Mr. Iski, because he is a civilian that worked in the Air Force. And he was supported all the heater craft. So as long as there's been heaters that keep the... That's why... my whole big thing about, like, cops are stupid and stuff like that, it all derives fucking from having to deal with these stupid fucking SPs on the flight line, because they would take the heater that were for the aircraft, and they're so fucking self-important and so lazy, they would take the ducks, and these things were like designated as $15,000 back in the early 2000s, understand this. And then they would say, and they would take them and they would crush them down and they would stick them in. This is in Bellevue, Nebraska. And so they would be at their post, shut up in their cars, and they would make it so they were just sleeping for like their whole 12-hour shifts. They'd have to call in every now and again. They'd break our shit to make themselves comfortable, and that's just what the Fraternal Order of Butt stuff has been about the whole time. And I make fun of it largely because I have the colony blood. I have the lizard blood. There's aliens, we're lizards, we're aliens. It doesn't matter what we are. It matters what we do with what we are. And I'm so close to the bourbon. She's running so rich now. Fucking months. I probably spent 10 grand into this fucking car just from getting ripped off, just from letting people screw me over, because I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to just take it, just fucking take it, because there's an end to the means. I want to go out and make the community food. I want to go cook for people that society don't give a shit about, because I've been so hungry before. And nobody fucking cared. But how rad would it be to be fucking roll up on somebody and be like, dude, what do you want? You want, like, just freaking Aunt Marge, Meals on Wheels. What do you need today? What can I do to feed your spirit? Because World War III, all worlds are of the spiritual variety. And I'm so tired of having to shake off, having to fucking be a part of killing people that didn't deserve to die. And people don't really have a whole lot of reverence for life where I live anyway. So that's my part. I'm gonna go out and I got these stickers. Straight people like rainbows too. I'm gonna give battery packs. You know, give useful shit to people, because fuck, it might be everybody's last day on this earth. You know? Because there's been lots of days my world ended. But my dog just died. But to me, my whole world ended. Because everything I did up until that point to take care of that thing I love, I don't get to do no more. I know there's a lot of people that are just fucking pissed off because they just got a lot of love in their hearts, and that every time they go to give it to somebody, people are like, you're not the right color, you're not the right height, you're not the right this, you're an outsider. Man, if I could run off and just go live off on a mountain for every time I've been the outsider, dude, I don't want to be the insider, dude. All inbred and shit, dude. Cousins having kids with generational toxicities. I'm trying to act different than these people. I'm trying to take care of my mom until her last breath and not create agencies where people pay themselves to say, we care. I couldn't even get food stamps in this stupid town. I'm a female veteran, wartime veteran. But everybody cares about the man veteran in Cuesta. Hell, at Frank's, there's a whole goddamn wall dedicated to all the men in America. Fucking give me a break. Those guys sat in garages and turned wrenches and talked about that one time they did that football thing in high school and never really did nothing ever significant ever since, but have been ruling the roosts, ruling the lands everywhere. The Frank Blancos. Mom's uncle's fat freaking boxer. That Larry Cisneros. Oh, of all the people that we have known of great significance and substantial importance that have never done us any no fucking favors. Mom's own son is a Department of blah 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 California law legal bullshit. Dude makes $250,000 a year and threw his own mom away. You think he gives a shit about any system? Do you think men like my brother that create the systems care about you, and if you get enough food and you got a roof over your head and everything like that? You think the Jeromes, Hesseks, and all the offices, you can't ever get all, you can't get to, there's never a person at the end. There's just a person sitting on a toilet somewhere. And they just travel around and they avoid who they are. They avoid the accountability of their actions. All making up rules and regulations on how other people should act. And then if you don't act like them, you get to go to jail. Dude puts people in jail. They don't rehabilitate people. I'm so glad I stopped eating fast food. I'm so glad I stopped eating fast food so long ago. It's been like 5 years. I'm trying to do, I got me one of them vibration plates. I'm trying to take better care of myself. I did pretty okay, but I don't know what's happening. I've been kicking my, like, what is this bruise? It's been windy where I live. I live in different dimensions on the regular Earth as everyone else. In case people are wondering, I don't live on. I live. I live in. in the no place space. I just tap into Earth from different places, other than like. See, well, think about what the majority of the world's programming is. It's Grand Theft Auto, dude. Where I live, most people play Grand Theft Auto or some sort of video game, and if you go out into the world, they have recreated the external reality to somewhat mimic that video game, especially with bumper cars. I just want people to find that, hey, man, it is so easy to get hurt that people need to have more reverence for life and stop doing things that make your grandma fucking cry. Stop doing things that where people, emergency personnel gotta clean up parts of people. That's what's selfish to me. These little zoomy rounds, these little racer rounds. You know, like why don't they have more places in that are control? I would love to see the youth have the young people have like shops and places where they can learn how to use their skills. You know, and but don't be taking it out on the road. That's the thing is like I'm so tired of that stuff. But give them like, heck, rich people got it in Vegas. Give them fucking their own back road. Say, okay, you know, here's a garage, maintenance facility, gear, you know, like don't die. You know, do everything you can to keep it safe, no fire, you know, and then maintain the land. You know, give people responsibility to take care of their own land. You know, we are the stewards and the custodians of this earth, and give people an opportunity. You know, give them all backhoes in case shit, fuck, man, this fire started, put it out. Damn, you know. Give people the freedom to live in their own land. It's kind of a no-brainer, man. I'm just an old hippie lady. It's seen a whole lot of weird shit. And I don't got no dogs in this fight. That's what I called today's talk is I don't got no dogs in this fight. I don't have any kids. I don't have any legacy. Like, one day, whatever server Third Eye activated sits on is one day going to be like, and it's just going to be a bad thought to somebody someplace. Or a good one, you know? Makes no difference because I'm going to be out there putting an impression. You know? So people, it's funny. My name, it's one of those names that invokes, Marge. Or it invokes, fucking Marge. I'm a full spectrum being. It has a lot to do with how people see me, right? Or how they are, right? My name, if you look it up in like Spotify or someplace like that, it's a song that's been done. There's like 180 different times in all kinds of genres. My name is like jazz. It's Margie. It's a mixed up mirage. I'm a nobody. I'm nothing. I'm like poop. I'm a dash in between two dates. April 9 and I wonder what the other date is. I just record history as I perceive it from the time that I started on April 9th. I'm about to be 2 years old. And I just like to do things to make other people feel good. Because we live in a hard place. It doesn't have to be this way. And maybe things will change uh, after 6,000 years of this control paradigm dissolving, the people that get advantage for the seediness and the lecherousness and the grossness of what this world is, they're not gonna just, okay, walk into a cell, turn the key on themselves and say, you caught us. You know, like, it's, I'll think that people will have a change of heart to be more of what they've been when culpability and accountability start becoming something that is a thing. Like, my whole life, I made mistakes. I got DUIs. I drank and drive. Yeah, I got a DUI walking on base at Offutt. Didn't matter whatever I did. I stepped to whatever I did, and I took full responsibility. It is documented in the highest courts of this land that I take accountability for me. And all along, being a part of systems where I didn't see a whole lot of other people having those conversations. And then I got sober, where at Offutt, kinda through it.Artists. It was like the treatment outpatient kind of thing at Offutt. And then still got drank for a couple, but anyway, I hung out with a lot of people and they did a lot of weird shit. Understand that, okay? These people are the people that are supposed to be revered as the most important people on the planet, is taking care of us and making sure everybody gets to go to sleep and they're all cozy at night and stuff like that. And they're all fucking swapping wives and doing weird shit at the officers' clubs and all this weird, stupid shit. And that's what this country is really about. And people are figuring it out more and more and more and more and more with the whole files of the dude. As an IT professional standpoint, like the moral culpability of lack of integrity, but it's people in IT. Like, I wouldn't work at companies because every company I'd ever worked for, I'd look in their background, and the last one was like, it was a lack of personnel thing. It was a flaky thing. They were for like the Olympics in London. Most people that don't get, society might collapse if they knew how many times the important men they went and gathered to speak at a venue and heard their words of, listen to me, I'm the man, and I tell people how things are and charge them for it. They go, they don't even pay for the auditorium. They didn't even put down the deposit. They just, sign some sort of contract and say, thanks for, catering this event and stuff. And then, and single moms are out there in the world just freaking can't feed their kids, can't keep their cars going because the father is off someplace doing whatever he feels like, and that don't help the single mom that don't know how to change the, so I like to see I like to talk about things in my community, and then people like to make them happen. So, little automotive shops where people can have a cup of coffee and then learn how, with local professionals. That, because you're gonna have to turn over the reins to somebody at some point. Like, if you want your town to succeed, you don't want it just to succeed for you. You want it to succeed for everybody in your community, and that should go where I live too. People shouldn't have to worry about getting ripped off because they just take the. And I know also I I just watching people rip me off is just like, okay, dude, because vengeance is not mine. I don't get to get mad about stuff. It's their karma, dude. They think they're slick and they're not. They're just really not. And that's cool. I don't have to support anybody in the community in which I live. I don't have to. I'm not from here. Just because mom was born in Cuesta, I mean, shit, how they did her dirty, it probably did her, probably saved her life not being raised around here, man. She might have ended up an autumn brown, another shit stain on the fabric of society and unaccountability. You know, like hate me however you want, but you know what? Ain't nobody had to ever bring me breakfast at the Pueblo jail, ever in my life. And in the eyes of like important people, we're what all the decent people. What do we get? All the people that don't have to go to rehab and detox and all, like, what do we get? What do we get? Like, all the people that don't want to participate in their, they spend over between $5,000 and $6,000 on little flags every time on the Taos Plaza they put flags up. They just throw them away and just buy new ones next year. We have a budget for it. Like, what do I get? That doesn't, my electricity bill keeps going up, but what do I get? Like, I take care of my mom. What do I get? We don't feed a society and a system that whenever you call and you need help, there's nobody there because they're all having a potluck, because somebody made their tia's pork tamales. And, what do I get? It's not just me. It's a bunch of useful Americans that fell for the bullshit of the American lie. That don't like the all this stuff that comes with the stupid parades and all that hold your signs em ups and freedom and democracy. Shut up. All of that shit is unuseful. None of that stuff does any good. Go and plunge go plunge a toilet. Go do something useful. Nobody knows how to do nothing no more, man. Last 3 generations know how to play video games. I think that's where the bandwidth's going. It's been going to no place good for generations. So that's all right. The people that just go off and play amongst the trees, they're always just fine anyway. It don't matter. Make the society however you want it. Have the day that you deserve. I've been trying to tell people for 26 years what a liar America is. People are like, shut up, Margie. Why are you so negative? They're all friends to Epstein's, because if they're, if they ain't against him, they're for him. And New Mexico has been friends with Epstein forever. The 90s, man. Since I was in high school. See, I was one of those pretty faces that they would have loved to have just freaking they couldn't wrangle me. I know what they do. I know what happens. I know people. I am one person away from the Epstein Ranch. I directly know one person that was like, yeah, it's just common knowledge. Same goes in Redding. You know who the dirty scumbags are, and because they all hang out at the same hotels, and they're in the music industry. I knew underage girls that were sisters that Merle. I'm like, why does everybody like that Merle Haggard guy? He's such a he's so icky. They're all so icky. They're icky. No, there's just men and just boys being. That's just gross. It's just. I look at it as some like a weird creature just looking to put his weirdness. He just has to spread his weirdness everywhere. That's what society's evolved. Bunch of Leviathan all over the place. Just feeding on the souls and preying on the innocent. I quit Supernatural season 10. I was just like, life is too. I gotta go live life. Thanks for the heads up. I gotta go live life. But I mean, I don't. Every place I ever lived, you go out in the morning and I just see weird stuff. Nature is brutal, man. Nature is so freaking brutal. I don't go out roving around in the dark. Mom didn't raise no dummy, but my dad did. You don't go around looking for trouble. There's a lot of stuff out there bigger than me that I don't want to let eat me. I'm just glad that, I'm just I mean, sometimes if I think about places where I've been and think about the reality of what was going on actually around me, I could really shudder at the thought. Like, just be, I've, like that, like, I've been around antelope, but it's been so dark I couldn't see the light, or I couldn't see my hand in front of my face in Flagstaff. I also have, at that same period of time in Flagstaff, video of different random lights flashing above me. Flagstaff is weird. Flagstaff is where Cappy left. Evidently, supposedly. Cappy left. I think he was on his way home to Albuquerque. He was passing through. I think that's weird. New Mexico was never on my radar of places to live. Life is such a trip. I'm just trying to live and come up with creative ways to use my energy wisely while I entertain my mom. That's all I'm trying to do in my whole entire life. That's it. It's not really, and it had to be this whole thing where I had to move from here to there to here and there and there. And I just, I'm tired. I just want to make stickers and I just want to cook food for people. I just want to have a place where people can hang out and laugh, even if I'm not a part of it. Where people can gather and recharge their batteries and do their laundry and cook food and take showers, take care of their body, wash their feet. And I'm so tired of people. Their flesh rotting. People are not healthy. Hygiene, it should not be a struggle. I've been soaking mom's feet for years. Making sure that there's not any sores and stuff in there in between, and the toenails are troublesome. But that's her gut health. And she had 6 inches cut off. Because she's been a guinea pig her whole life. The fact that she's still happy at 75 at her age with all that she's been to, that's just a testimony of what love does for something. When you love something and you take care of things, they will want to stay. And people know when they're not loved. They know when they're. Every time I'm not wanted, on planet Earth, I always know. Oh, here we are again. All right. 4. But people hate themselves. They do. I don't hate myself. I have a lot of very redeemable qualities. I got rid of a lot of my character defects. I still have a lot of them. I just try to keep them in check and keep it nice and light and not be scary, Marge. That's all. And yet, there's this big old game that I don't even know about that people are playing on how to get the whole world off kilter, off center. And I'm just like, what a stupid game. I don't want to play that. I don't get in people's space. I think it's dumb when they get in mine. I don't go around people to be around people because I want to be around them. I just like the places where other people like to go sometimes, but I don't really like to be around really much of anybody at all. Oh, kitten. Kitten is sleeping. Toot, 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 toot. Hit a cat in a mood about it. It's cold where I live. Where you live, is it cold? It's almost 10. I wonder if Mom wants to get up. She's starting to stir. We had an episode of, see, it's 22 degrees, real feel 15. Pisces season.